Please get this video done. Bro, I've been here for hours. I feel you. Just know I know. YouTube, this is the brand new MSI Claw in the Ultra 7 edition. If you guys watched my previous video, then you guys saw me unbox and give my first setup with the Ultra 5. Now, it was somewhat rocky in the beginning, but towards the end, I discovered by unplugging it and just using it fully handheld on battery, it gave a much smoother result, as well as the GPU is the bottleneck, at least in Call of Duty from that benchmark. But outside of that, I was just wondering if some of the, bumps in the road that we had were because of it being the Ultra 5 chip. So today we get to put that theory to the test, or to an end, by setting up and doing our first impressions and first use with the Ultra 7 MSI Claw. Now, it's exciting because Intel is entering the handheld market. It's only been AMD, well, I won't say only, but pretty much, yes, it's AMD dominated for the most part. And the AMD handhelds that we've had before, especially the Windows PC ones, the Lenovo Legion Go, which is a massive beast. And this one right here is probably one of the most innovative setups right here with the, detachable joysticks. And then we have the well-rounded Asus ROG Ally right here. There's an accessory on here. It doesn't come with this. More on that accessory in my video that I will be dropping. Actually, I'm about to edit it today about this device. It's my updated review, so stay tuned for that. But this thing has been rock solid, but it's also been out the longest of the three, and it has had the most updates. And that's something you got to keep in mind with the MSI Claw. I know a lot of people are watching videos. You guys are seeing, mixed reactions, mixed results. These are day one first adopters. And unfortunately, in the technology world, the first adopters, we get the rockiest and bumpiest start. We, report back and we share our thoughts, our experiences, and then the updates and the fixes, and hopefully the optimization and the performance gains come after that. Every other handheld that I shared had a rocky start, and eventually it got smoother. So hopefully the same carries on here. I'm gonna grab the power plug. I'm gonna plug it in so that it's charging. We're gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna get straight into it. Get straight into loading on some Call of Duty, maybe a couple other games. And let's see if the issues that we encountered are still present, if they're, eradicated and removed. Is the Ultra 7 any type of improvement that's worth the price bump and so forth, because there's two versions of the AMD as well. Like with the Asus ROG Ally, there's the extreme and then the non-extreme version. This is the extreme version. So it's only right that I put it up against the Ultra 7 version of this one. So let's do that. I will be doing a versus video in between these two and laying down, my real world experience and so forth, and getting into, the deets for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this thing on for the first time. I had to set up Windows and go through that whole get down, and I gotta spend time getting the drivers and so forth. So I won't bore you with that. So we can get straight to figuring out, is the Ultra 7, that much better or any better than the Ultra 5? Or are we bottlenecked by this new Intel Arc GPU? All right, so I'm gonna be transparent. Moment of transparency. My bro C-Kid, hold up, man. My bro C-Kid right here. For some reason, this player, he has one of these. He has the Ultra 5, but my guy cannot get up and running. He got COD over there, and my guy is struggling. But I'll say this, I didn't have the same experience, but this is my second one. This is the Ultra 7. I'm about to boot up COD for the first time. Hold on, let me turn this down. Side note, these speakers are amazing. Listen, I'm about to go here to layover 24/7. Okay, let's be real. Connection failed is network. That has nothing to do with the unit. I think we asked you, did you try Ethernet? Let's rule out all of the, possible factors.
I'm gonna switch over to my other Wi-Fi.
And then also after that, Ethernet. All right.
It's my internet, bro.
I know it. All right, so I'm back. What I did was, after the debate with C-Kid, which turned out to be 100% user error. It was his Wi-Fi connection. It was the reason why he could not connect to the COD servers. The thing is, with this device, you're gonna need patience. So I did the initial updates and drivers installed via, you know, when Windows says it's doing all of the updates, and then the MSI Live updates and restarts. And then you go back into the Windows menu and then there's a bunch more. Finally done with these updates, bro. Yes, patience. It takes time to set these things up. All right, let's go ahead and get into Call of Duty gameplay. I'm plugged in on power. I got it on AI mode. Hopefully we get the, you know, highest power and best performance out of this thing that we can with these settings. In the AI intelligent mode plugged in, I've seen it reach up to like, you know, 40 watts power. Matter of fact, one thing I can say that seems to be pretty certain is if you're chasing like high frame rates and FPS as of right now, you know what I mean, pre-updates, pre-fixes, whatever they're gonna do. This device or these devices have not seemed to show that they're capable of much more than around like 60 frames per second. We'll see if I can even get into a game right now. I was able to play earlier a lot quicker, a lot faster, but now after doing the Windows updates and so forth, it seems to be a little hiccup. Like, it's crazy because I played on this map before already now. And I'm not getting audio. That's another issue I have right now. I'm not getting game audio, which is crazy and weird. Like, I get that audio, but I'm not getting like the actual game, like the, you know, the effects and things like that, which is weird. Really, really, really weird. So as you guys can see, we're at about what, 54 frames per second, 56, 60, somewhere around there. So like I said, I don't think you get more than 60 FPSs right now with this current driver and the current setup in Call of Duty. But it's not running bad. It's actually running pretty solid. It's just 60 FPS. So basically, I've seen higher and greater FPS performance with the AMD platform devices. I don't know what they were like at launch though, considering this is at launch. This audio issue is kind of driving me nuts though. This is crazy that I can't hear any of the footsteps, none of that. So other than my audio issue, which I'm hoping is just a Call of Duty issue, yeah, it's running solid. Even plugged in this time. So I'm hitting about 39 watts. Like I said, probably close to around those 40 watts is about what you get plugged in on a 40 watt TDP. The thing is, the CPU is extremely capable. I think the bottleneck and the drawback to this device is the GPU. I wonder why not go with NVIDIA. Like this device with this Intel CPU that's in here plus a NVIDIA, like a, you know what I mean? Could have gave us like a 4080, 4090, those two options. That would have probably been crazy if that was possible. And I don't know with the cooling and all that kind of stuff. They feel good too. Oh yeah, I'm chopping. I will say, I don't know, this might be running smoother. Well, I mean, it's the same performance though as the other one. Oh. Bro, playing this game with no audio right now is wild. I gotta go on Twitter. I gotta see what's going on. This is crazy. So, regardless of how you play it, like right here, as you guys can see, the CPU is capable of 93 frames per second. I'm pretty sure if I was plugged in, it'd probably be around 100 or whatever. And the average FPS is 49 frames per second. But the bottleneck is the GPU 100%. And that's the story of this device, is the fact that, you know, you got a 120 hertz refresh rate panel, but when it comes to certain games like Call of Duty, and this is on the lowest setting, this is set for performance, so it's not, you know, like high resolution, it's not high stress, and the GPU is maxing out. It's hitting 100% GPU usage. Hopefully they can optimize that, but the GPU is the bottleneck. All right, we're gonna try this one last final time. Right now, I'm on battery power plugged into Ethernet. I just reinstalled Call of Duty. I had to reinstall it because I wasn't getting any game audio. Like, I could hear dialogue volume, but I couldn't hear sound effects or anything else game volume. Not even the music if I turned it up. I gotta redo settings. Bro, I swear this is like becoming quite annoying. And this is just a sneak peek into the realities of what some of you may face. Like CK was having some issues. On this one, I encountered a few issues, you know, and it's just like little things that like kind of turn into long, lengthy, you know, annoying things. Obviously, I don't think any of it is the fault of the unit or the device. You know, there's a lot of different moving parts and softwares and other companies involved in this overall experience, and that's what makes it complicated. You know, this company has a driver, that company has a driver, this company has their software, that company has their software, and there's a lot of moving parts, and they have to come and sing in harmony. Yeah. And basically, singing in harmony is not easy. So one thing I noticed when I was just on the ROG Ally, like, it's so much quicker and responsive to react when loading these games and so forth. Obviously, it's probably a lot more optimized than this game is. Okay, now they're going. All right, that got it going. I'll get back when the shaders preload. Bro, I'm gonna have like so many video files with this video. You guys do not understand. It's quite nuts. All right, layover 24/7. Let's go. Please get this video done. Bro, I've been here for hours. For all my early adopters or my early users on the Claw, I feel you. Just know I know. Now, I don't know what game you guys are choosing to play, and hopefully it's going smooth for you. And especially if you're choosing a like GPU heavy game or like a, you know, just power intensive or, you know, just resource heavy game, I hope it's working out well for you. Yeah, I'm not getting any game audio, and I don't know what to do to fix that. I don't know if I even can. Wow. All right, I'm gonna try to plug in some headphones at this point. No game audio still. Oh wait, game audio. Oh my God. That scared me. It was loud. Well, you guys won't hear it, but I can hear it. And it's kind of unfortunate because the onboard speakers are actually like really good. But it's weird though, because it's only with COD. Like, I could go out and play a YouTube video and I'll get sound. I could use something in Windows with audio and I'll get sound. But when I go into Call of Duty, for some reason, it's like headphones only. So as you can see, generally, wow. The gameplay is smooth. The only issue I see is that the GPU is being maxed and the CPU is only at 50%. That shows you that the CPU could hang if you were doing 100 FPS. It's this new Intel Arc, you know, and you anticipate it and you hope that when something's being brought to the market, it's going to yield. You know, you just have expectations. That's all that it is. It's all about expectations and whether or not they are met. Literally, this GPU is getting maxed out. And 30 watts on batteries actually is pretty solid. Like, this thing has so much potential, at least like what you're seeing and what it's geared towards. It's just not translating. And that's my biggest issue with this thing. It's not translating to what it should be. Like, battery, 30 watt performance, TDP, like, it should be solid. Like, on AMD, I have to plug in to get 30 watts. And then I'm getting like 100 and what? Like 50 frames per second. But on here, I don't have to plug in to get 30 watt TDP. And I'm not able to get the... All right, cool. I'm glad that ended, actually, because I need to plug into power. Honestly, I've seen enough. The number one thing that I will do... Oh, actually, I don't even have to. I already did it. I did a benchmark on here. I'm going to actually boot up the ROG Ally. I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to do a benchmark. I'm going to boot up the Legion Go. I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to do a benchmark. Actually, I shouldn't even have to. I don't think I should because the GPU is not being limited over there. I don't see it, like the frame rates and so forth. Yeah, I don't even think I need that for the science aspect of it because it's easy to draw a conclusion as to right now what the drawback or the holdup is with this device in this playing setting that I'm trying to accomplish. So, this is my first impressions of the Ultra 7 MSI Claw. I had first thoughts, first impressions with the Ultra 5 MSI Claw yesterday. And with that being said, and with me using the both of these, again, I'm gonna say this is early. They still have opportunity to optimize and crank something or show some type of improvement as the other handhelds had that room. But day one, out the box, off the updates that they've given so far, the performance is fair, but it's not what I expected. And the GPU throttling or bottlenecking before the CPU, I mean, it should, like, you know, whatever be the, I guess, throttle before that. But at 50% of performance, that's kind of crazy. The fact that we know that this system with the chip should be able to do 100 FPS in this gaming situation, but the GPU is the bottleneck. And it's as simple as that. And that's where it's at as of right now. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna consider which one of these I'm gonna hold on to. Now, for those people, it's still too early to give a conclusion as to whether the Ultra 7 is worth it over the Ultra 5. Here's my reality as of right here, right now, where it stands. They both have the same GPU, so they both have the same limitation as far as GPU, which is where I'm hitting the threshold before I'm even touching the CPU. So in this current situation right here, right now, I mean, a self upgrade to the internal SSD and storage, if it is, you know, something that you can do, I haven't opened this up yet, is worth me saving what I would spend on the high end, because this thing is very high end in cost. If I don't see an improvement within a certain amount of time to the Ultra 7 to show anything over the Ultra 5, and I don't know what that could be because it's the same GPU, it's tough to justify it. But there's still more to be tested and still more areas where the Ultra 7 can show its worth over the Ultra 5. So like I said, it's too early to give a solid conclusion. I just wanted to speak to kind of how I feel about it right here, right now. Yeah, they're in the same boat at this point. Ooh. Okay, so look, the fun fact, before this, I asked him, when you got here, what did you pick? Did you pick quality or did you pick performance? He told me he picked quality, cause he a snob. He a snob for quality. He wanna play everything 4K and all that. 4K everything. Nah. Hey, man.
It's PlayStation or it's nothing.
You hear that? That's a biased PS5 user. Don't listen to that.
This is why me and Terry don't have these issues. We don't have none of these problems. Look at it. Okay, all right. Now let me show, hold on, bring the camera back.
New watch, no diamonds, new watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, new watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights, is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night.